Use a big. Use a. Now, if I was in Cali.
You would not do nothing if you came to Cali. Why don't you come then, bro?
Your kind before. I know what you are, homie. Little rat. You're a little rat. I done dealt with your kind before. Jealous, hater.
So he's calling him a rat, bro. You can't call somebody a rat without backing up. That would get you, like, DP'd if we were talking about street stuff.
Pocho, you're lame, dog. Quit saying my name, dog. You thirsty getting clout. You get no views on your podcast anyways, dog. Stop capping, my boy. Yeah, you reached out. You talk good about me. I never did an interview with you, my boy. You wanted to go on live. I never did, because why? I know what it is. You're making a narrative that's never going to happen. Dog, there's too much bloodshed, too much bullshit going on. Prison is prison. The streets is...
Hey, what it do, what it is, what it was. This is your boy Pocho of the Pocho Podcast. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and support a real one in the field. What are we talking about today? Dom, I think his name is Dom. Even Blue Devil didn't know the Vato's name. Let's see. You know, we're talking about Blue Devil. We're talking about Dom. We're talking about hood stocks. We're talking about California versus out-of-state fools talking about California. Why are you in our business when you're not even from our state, dog? Have you ever been to California?
Squibby. He from
Squibby.
He from
It's gonna come to me.
He from chat. Help me out. I got the chat to help me out.
Where's he from? We don't know.
He's from Detroit.
We don't know.
He's from Detroit.
Detroit. All right, dog. We're talking about this guy, World As We Know. He's a blogger. I don't want to hate on him too hard because there's parts of him that I can kind of respect, but he's from Detroit. You'll catch him on. He at this point he gets in my feed even though I don't follow him. I think he lied on me too, sex played me, and I had to block him. I think he even reported my page, bro. I think that this straight up the bat, I think that this guy is a caricature of a Southsider. I think like he's like that old school troll back in the day, the original Norteño troll that would pretend to be a Norteño but really wasn't. I literally think that this vato has no neighborhood, no past like that, bro. He's just like another fool from out of state. That's just so weird that these fools come out of state are so like worshiping and in love with California culture when they never been there. It's like this fool's never met any of these fools. What I'm speaking on, people, just so we can distinguish each other, is I was born and raised in California. I was born in Southern California, raised in Northern California, and basically spent most of my adult life in Los Angeles from the year 18 years old to about 32, 33, and then I moved back to the Bay Area. I've been here for almost 10 years now, going back to LA, back and forth. I joined a gang at a very young age, a Norteño gang that's well known in my area that I'm not going to speak on. Never dropped out. I transformed my life, but it meant something to me. I left my homeboys. I wanted to come back and help them, and when someone wanted help, they got help, and when others didn't, they didn't. And some hate and some don't, whatever. What I'm saying is it's very personal to me. Just because I didn't go to prison, it doesn't matter. You feel me? This is real life for me. The artists that I talk about, most of them I either met or we have been close. You know what I mean? We interacted, we collaborated. Something happened for me to speak on them. They're not just randoms. Here and there, though, you might have me speak on something random. But this guy goes off on people like no other. I've never seen it before, and it's pretty awful. And I do think at some point there needs to be boundaries to this social media. And I asked you guys in the comment, like, is it okay for us just to speak on anybody and create lies and just do whatever just because they have a podcast? So today we're speaking about Lucky from Hoodstocks getting bashed by this guy Dom. And what's funny is this fool just deleted everything. But shout out to Blue Devil, did a great reaction, inspired me to keep going. I thought I was done, bro. But the boy Blue Devil,
It's tough in Detroit, bro. It's ghetto. It's
Blue Devil's being super nice because he doesn't want this guy to go after him. Because this guy does what I can do sometimes. He'll just do like 30 videos on you, bro, and just bash you and throw out lies. The only thing I don't like about this dude, bro, and I never wanted to platform him or speak about him, because when I speak about people, I'm putting them up higher, you know. But this guy seems like he just really wants to, like, the destruction of our people, dog. There's like no holding back, because you can tell for me, like, I would never sex play people no matter how much you sex play me. I won't. There's certain things I'm not going to do. I'm not going to talk about your lady. And if I do, I'll apologize. I'm not going to talk about your mom. If I do, I'll apologize. I make mistakes, but I apologize. This fool goes full force, and that's why he's doing better than most fools. I mean, he's getting Dom or whatever his name is. He's starting to get out there.
It's gutter. Michigan. It's pretty hectic, bro.
Supposed to be
You
too
know,
nice.
it's not a place to play around.
Being
So
too
he's
nice.
from the ghetto too. All right.
How do we know he's from the ghetto? Every picture we see of him, he's either in a room or in a garage with none of his homies. And granted, I'm not with any of my homies, but I'm older. Fool, my homies have like 3, 4, like much. Dude, I have homies that are about to be grandfathers, I think. I might have a homie that is a grandfather already. You know what I mean? But I'm outside, dog. I'm doing events. I'm very well known, you know? So it's like, and my family's well known. My mama's, all my 5 brothers. That's a difference, bro. If you're a podcaster, you got to be accountable to a community. And I don't know what community this is about those accountable to. I grew up in South Park, Valley Oak. Those are the 2 major neighborhoods. And when we came up a little bit, I lived in Montgomery Village. And when we came up even more, I lived in Rincon Valley, bro. So I went from the ghetto straight projects to a working class hood to like a lower middle class to like the, not rich, but like the nice part.
LA is LA. Home of the gangbang. You know,
And I want to know why these fools are so in love with LA. Like, I'm in love with LA because I lived there. I went to USC. I went to CISA and I fell in love. I got married there, bro. I created a whole lifestyle for myself. I got sober there, you know. It's very intimate to me, Los Angeles. This guy has probably never been there, wishes he could be from there. He's like, God, why did they make me from Michigan? Like, freaking Cartman, dog. He reminds me of Cartman from South Park.
the motherland for Sureños and Southsiders. You know, the place that showed the rest of the world how to be a gang member.
And the reason why I'm showing you guys a little bit of Blue Devil stuff is because this guy knows what he's talking about.
Gang banger, right? Whatever you want to call it. So, let's go with clip number 1.
This goofy. I'm done sparing this goofy Lucky.
So, real quick, I'm just going to speak quickly because these are there's like 4 or 5 clips. I'm going to react to some of them. He's already deleted them, so he's already backtracking, bro. So, anyway, but I'm going to speak on some of these things and shout out to Blue Devil.
Okay. Why don't you come clean about your little fake profiles, huh? Your fake profiles where you disrespect everybody because you're too scared to do it yourself, okay? Which you're an idiot, which you don't think people can track them? You don't think people can track them? Are you dumb? Are you stupid? Okay?
It's already like, straight up saying, I mean, I guess I've said things like that before.
Are you dumb? It's been you call Bozo
This is what I'm talking about. He just goes off the
scared to come out and say your real true feelings that you feel about him because Bozo would be at your front door to put yeah. But you're
actually, I don't mean it respects the Bozo, but both of those. The one thing I don't like about this guy is just like how some people feel like I don't have the right to speak on things. I feel like I have the right to speak on certain things because how I speak on it too. This vato has no idea what he's talking about. He's never met Bozo. He's never met his dog. Look I've never met either of these fools, but both of these fools know who I am, and me and Bozo have spoken a lot. But he's like getting really passionate about people he don't know.
Too pussy to be a man and say it, how you really feel. Or how you don't like Blue Devil. How you don't like American Cholo. How you don't like LA Icon. Why don't you just come out and say it, bro? Quit being a pussy. You're so much of you're a bro. Because you feelings, you fake profile.
So basically, bro, this will crashes out because he thinks that Lucky from Hood Stocks makes fake profiles and goes at his ops. And some people do that. I've made fake profiles just so I can see what other people are doing if I need to research my ops. But I stopped doing that because what I've learned is any energy you give your ops, it gets. I had a stalker, this crazy ass fuck hyena dog. She's a little Trump supporter, bro. So just because I'm a Latino male that doesn't support Trump, bro, they come after me, bro. Just because I'm honorable, but homie, I'm never gonna go against my people. I'm sorry you guys voted your pocketbook and now you're trying to walk it back. But anyway, I never gave her anything. I never will, bro, because there's certain people you just can't give any oxygen to. And so this fool is trying to say that Lucky gets on YouTube. This is why I know it's not real, because I don't even know. This fool's trying to say he has whole profiles on YouTube that are him, but not showing his face and attacking him, making like little reactions or like little what they do. They'll make like little content or AI content against you, but they won't show your face. And Blue Devil right off the back says this because I don't want to watch all of it. It's true, bro. First of all, Lucky doesn't know what he's doing like that. He'd have to have his homies do that. I don't think he cares that much. Anytime I've spoken on him, he followed my podcast page back. He's showed a little bit of love here and there, but in the end, that fool's never responded because to him, he either thinks that I'm like, all bad or from up north. So he's like, I'm not going to deal with him at all. And I respect that. One time, he's like, who should I interview? And they all put Pocho hella times. This is like years ago too. And he deleted that shit right away. But I don't hold it against him, bro. It's his platform. He should do whatever he wants. And this fool's trying to say that he's, creating like a little media, like war, behind the scenes war. And it's just not true.
Fake nigga. You look to the fucking too bald.
So he tried to say that Lucky hates American Cholo, that he called that he tried to kind of insinuate that Lefty and Bozo are Cuomos, and they're not, and I don't think he did that actually. And what else? Oh, and he said that he doesn't like LA Icon, so he takes shots. Honestly, all I saw was just him holding people, like he's just like putting people boundaries, bro. We have the right to have boundaries, dog. When you create a successful platform, you can do and say whatever you want. And you don't need to hide it. Like what I'm trying to say is he doesn't need to go at all these fools. He's doing his thing. And I felt like if he really wanted to get at fools, he gets at fools. He's pretty direct.
And tried to run it like it was Bozo, like it got exposed. But you're too much of a bitch yourself. Because Bozo would pull up on you, and Pico Nuevo would pull up on you, and you.
Pico Nuevo, like why is he bringing up neighborhoods now, bro? This is where he starts to get disrespectful about where this guy's from.
But you're so much of a representation of Nella.
Yes, he actually is a representation of Nella, bro. He's probably one of the most well-known people from Nella in the modern media space. And shout out to Nella, shout out to Highland Park, shout out to Lucky. Show some respect, dog. God damn. What did he do to you, dog? Why are you so hurt? This is why I think it's just like a caricature. Like he's literally like, I'm from Detroit. I'll never meet these fools, so I'm going to pretend to be a Southsider and get in the mix. Like I really don't think this fool's a real Southsider.
No reputation of LA, you are a big. Because real men say how they fucking hide behind fake profiles like a.
But what I've always liked about Lucky is he actually says how he feels. That's why he crashes out all the time. That's why this fool's like literally trying to go the other way with this Vato, and it's not going to work, bro, because we all have been watching Lucky for years and we don't know who you are. He has his homeboys with him, his family with him. He shows himself. All you do is create reel after reel, picture after picture. You know what I mean? Or like, video after video after video about hating on another fool. Me, I'm not hating on people. I'm trying to critically understand what's going on with people and get to a better place. I'm trying to understand why you do this. If you're like a fake caricature cartoon so you can make money, or you really feel this way, and how the hell does the internet create these people? I've been well known in my community for 40 years,
Room, read files like a. Use a big. Not if I was in Cali.
You would not do nothing if you came to Cali. Why don't you come then, bro? You will get a welcoming committee like you've never seen.
Your whole demographic is gente, but you're voted for Donald Trump and you want everybody deported. Like, come on now.
Bro, first of all, see, this is why he doesn't do his research, bro. People try to hate, like, all right. I do think that Lucky should stay out of politics because he doesn't know what he's talking about. But Lucky, you do not know what you're talking about ever. Luckily, you're having a podcast where you're going to be bringing other people in the community to talk about politics. Because I just feel like when you try to talk politics, bro, that's not your cup of tea. I think your cup of tea, Lucky, is like being yourself, podcasting, talking about life, joking, being honest. What I think Lucky's greatest attribute is that he's actually very honest, very transparent, very willing to like say different things, like that he has like a medium-sized D size or like, I don't know. He's not afraid to be his full self, flaws included. So that's why I just think that this fool's really off.
Bro, read the room.
And oh yeah.
Read the room. You're crying over Charlie. You're all in your feelings over Charlie.
I do think it's kind of funny how much he's into Charlie and the whole Jewish, if that Charlie was pushing away from Israel, so Israel assassinated him, and it's just insane, man. Rest in peace to Charlie Kirk. I didn't agree with anything that he did or said, really. I agreed with him facing people, but I didn't agree with anything he said, basically. But I don't think that he should have got that. But I'm also not gonna cry over a fool that doesn't care about my people and wants everybody deported and hates us.
Read the room, goofy. Are you an idiot?
The only part I do like about Dom sometimes is he actually is kind of funny. Dom, if you see this, bro, I'm not trying to super hate on you, bro, but I just think you should do something a little bit more. Like, he does mainstream stuff, and I think you're actually kind of funny. So I don't know why you're so involved in this. Maybe I should take the same advice. So trust me, bro. You can attack me, you can sex play me, you can say whatever. I'm just trying to critically understand why you went so hard on this.
Are you an idiot? I'm starting to think you're an idiot, bro.
I don't think anybody's an idiot. Blue Devil, Lucky, even this guy Dom, I think his name's Dom. Because to get popping on social media, you got to do something. You can't be an idiot.
And say how you truly feel about Bozo. Quit being a pussy.
And if he really does feel these ways, like if this guy's not a caricature, what I mean by that is he's pretending to be a Southsider to a whole presentation, right? Like outside of this, he's not from a neighborhood. He comes from a good family, maybe. I know he has tattoos. I'm not saying maybe he is. If he is, he has balls to be saying this kind of stuff. But hopefully the only problem is you better be able to back it up, bro. I've never talked about anybody like this. I think the hardest I went was a little bit with BFD saying I'd slap him, and then if that fool wanted to get a fade, I'd give him one for sure. But I don't feel like that anymore, dog. I like his music. Let him do his thing. It is what it is. Salute BFD. Fuck it. Nowadays, I just don't care, bro.
Your kind before. I know what you are, homie. Little rat. You're a little rat. I done dealt with your kind before. Jealous, hater.
So he's calling him a rat, bro. You can't call somebody a rat without backing up. That would get you DP'd if we were talking about street stuff. This is what I'm trying to say, people. We can't follow fools like this that are just willing to say outlandish things. The one thing I don't like is when people lie on me. I'll take, the whatever, certain things that people say about me, but there's certain things that they go too far, right? You know what I mean? They just go too far.
Remember,
You'll fucking rat. You'll do whatever. Rape and rat on whatever, bro. To get on top. Just bro, and you need to be. I'm done sparing.
wow, that was a tough one, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, that one was a tough one to
bro.
listen to. You guys already know I have to cut out the bad words and stuff like that.
Shout out to
Look,
Blue Devil. He has the whole thing. I can't watch all of it. It's just too much for me.
all he knows about me is what he sees on the internet and whatever he said. I don't.
Oh, this is Blue Devil basically says that that he said a couple of things about Blue Devil, but he doesn't think it's that serious, and I don't think it is either. Between Lucky and Blue Devil.
Because truthfully, I don't even think he feels that way.
Yeah.
I think he was caught up in the moment and he felt like maybe he had to and he did what he did. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't think Lucky has a super smoke for Blue Devil.
Because hood motherfuckers chomo on people's names. That shit, pack your Arizona, bro. Before these motherfuckers really get on your fucking head for all posted about. Well,
This guy's talking about that Lucky should pack his bags and move to Arizona, dog. Man, the game got so messed up, dog. This is it makes me not even want to make these videos anymore, But at the same time, it's if me and Blue Devil don't stand up, I was just thinking about this, Lucky got no love. He don't got love for me. He don't got love for Blue Devil, but we both sticking up for him because what's right is right, my boy. This is crazy. The world as we know it, dog. That fool's wild, dog.
fuck the Arizona. Fuck you gonna call people.
So I guess
Bro, so there's just a whole bunch of other things. He tries to say that Compa Raider pressed Lucky, and we all know that it kind of went the other way around, more or less. Or I'm not trying to. Hey, I got love for Compa, my boy, bro. But God bless you, dog. But I don't. it didn't happen that way, supposedly. And so he's just starting to get a lot of his facts wrong. And what I have a problem with all this is that he literally lies on people. He starts disrespecting him. I don't want to keep going more because it's just too much for me. But he goes into starts hating on him for being a tagger, bro. And Blue Devil got hurt by that. But hey, fool, LA taggers are with the business. And they all turn into gangsters. And all gangsters are, the same in LA, bro. Relax. And so he just doesn't know LA. He doesn't know that taggers in LA get respect, and they had to get it in a certain period where they turned to get the 13. Shout out to KWS. They used to be Crazy Wicked something. Now they're Crazy Wicked Sureños. You feel me? KWS 13. Shout out to Salvador. He was the same name as me. He was from a tagging crew, and he was with the business, bro. Took his strap to Homeboy Industries every day. I lived right next to him in the same house. I lived next to him from KWS and the homie Adrian from MS, who just got a degree from a prestigious university that I don't want to bring up. Shout out to him and all the homies over there. I'm not going to say the actual clique. I was about to say it, but that might identify him. Listen, I'm going to wrap this up. Basically, this guy Dom goes crazy on what's his name? Lucky. He makes images of making fun of all Highland Park, which I think is actually very dangerous for him. You never know, bro. LA people move everywhere. There might be some fools from LA and Detroit, dog, that eventually are going to catch up with you just because they don't like how you're disrespecting a fellow Angelino. So I would just say, word of caution, be careful. You're going too far, dog. You're saying that he's a snitch when he's not. You're saying that he accused people of certain Como things and he didn't. You're saying that, in real life, when he actually pushed up on Compa Raider, that it went the other way, and then we all know that it didn't. You're saying disrespecting Highland Park and Lucky, and both Lucky and Highland Park. He's a reputable from his community, and his community, Highland Park, is a very respected neighborhood in Los Angeles. Salute to Highland Park. I was around a lot of the Avenues guys too, which are their ops, I guess, but salute to the whole Northeast. They're actually fighting gentrification as we speak. You feel me? So shout out to the 50s. Shout out to Lucky. Dom, if you see this and you start tripping, I don't know what to tell you, bro. But just be more responsible if you're going to get in the mix. And you're just making yourself look more and more unreliable as a media space. And so people are just going to take you less serious. And then I kind of think that you don't care as long as you get the views. But I don't think everything is for content. And I don't think everything is worth a view. This is your boy Pocho, the Pocho Podcast. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Support a real one in the field, and let me know how I can do better. I'm trying to be a voice of reason in a toxic space so that our Latino people might better understand these lame-ass fools so they can find real leaders and real vatos to stand with and stand for so that we can have a better world for you, for me, for our kids, for our community, and for our world. This is your boy Pocho 1, and I'm out.